This conference will now be recorded.
Anyone want to speak something? Otherwise, please mute yourself. I'm hearing some noise.
Hi Saket, good morning.
Hi. Morning. Okay, so today we will discuss about loops. Okay, so loop activities available in Uipath, and so basically we will see use cases for each loop activity, so that we can understand how to use the loop activity, and at the same time how to develop a logic in order to give some loop condition, okay, and subsequently get the output related to that. Fine. Yeah, before that, anything to talk? Any doubts regarding yesterday's session or anything?
Saket, I think the team is not sharing the shared record sessions. I'm not sure if anybody receiving.
Recording sessions, you have to speak with Asha
Oh,
24 management.
okay, okay,
Yeah, because I won't be recording. I don't have that access as well.
okay. I'll talk to them, Saket.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Loop activities. Loop. Okay. So simply Uipath loops. Okay, so you might know, so like even if you are not from a programming background, so you might know what is a loop in general. Okay, so when it is coming to Uipath, so we'll see like there are different kinds of loops, like while loop, do while loop. Okay, and for each. Okay, so these are the loops. These are the different types of loops: while loop, do while loop, for each loop. So according to our requirement, we may use any one of these, right? So, but then no, I will explain you briefly, very briefly, what is this, what is the difference in each of them, and basically what these loops will do. Okay, so first we'll start with while. So while will help us. So while loop will help us. Like for example, if we have given some, like if you have given some condition, and until that condition is met, or maybe until that condition is closed, you want to repeat the task to do repeatedly. Okay, so let's say for example, if you have you have developed a small bot to write some numbers into a notepad till 100. Okay, so that bot has to write the numbers from 1 to 100. Okay, and you have given the condition, after writing till 100 numbers, stop that. Okay, so what bot should do after writing 1? it has to repeat the same thing, writing to until 100. So it will do the same task of writing the data into a document repeatedly, and you will give some condition. So that is called looping. Doing a unit of task repeatedly is nothing but looping activity. And for looping, you will give any one of these while, do while for each, but there is a small difference in each of them. So while loop makes you to execute a specific task. Okay, so if you have some specific unit of task to be done, specific task repeatedly. While a while a specific condition is met. Condition is met. So it will just not loop. It will loop according to the condition. Okay, so until this condition is met, it will do this task repeatedly. This is what while will do. Okay, so we'll see now once we take some small use case, you will understand, but theoretically you can get a basic idea what actually is. When it comes to do while, in this one, the condition. So first, what it will do, it will, in while, it will start executing repeatedly until the condition is met. But what the do while, there is a small difference. Okay, there is a small difference. What is the difference is, the first condition will be checked. What is the condition given by developer? Okay, so here the condition will be checked later. Once the task is executed, it will check the condition. If the condition is not met, it will again go back and start doing the task. But in the do while, before execution itself, it will check the condition. Okay, it will check the condition. The condition will be checked before the task starts executing. Okay, so this is the difference. So otherwise same thing. So while or do while will do the same thing, but the approach in both of them, while and do while, is this is the difference. Coming to for each. So for each is simple, we can understand by its word itself. Okay, so for each condition, for each task which it has to do, it will check the condition whether it has met or not. So according to that, the loop like for whatever the task has to be done will be done repeatedly. That means, one second.
Saket?
Yeah, any doubt?
I think in do while the condition will not check before the statements will be executing. I mean, and after that the condition will be checked. But in while, first the condition will check, and after that, because you said like in the do while the condition will be checked before the task is executing. I don't think so. In do while, first state I mean, task will be executed and the condition will be checking.
Okay, we'll check. We'll check. So let me check. Okay. So first we will discuss about for each.
Sure.
Okay. So in for each, okay. Let's say for so there are again same multiple number of tasks to be done. Okay. So this for each will loop. For each will loop around the tasks, loop around the task, loop around each of the task to be done. So this task could be writing a number, or getting some list of list of data from some getting each item from a list of data, could be anything according to our requirement. So there may be an array. Okay, so there may be an array, there may be a list of some data. Okay, so every unit will make a task here. Okay, and then executes the repeats the task and executes. Okay, so we'll see, we'll this while and do while we will you know do practically, then we will understand that. Okay, so that will be more clear when rather than going with theory. Okay. Okay, so let's do a use case for while, do while, and for each. Okay, so what is our requirement is, requirement. So the process should, basically we have to develop a process, and that process should take the input. Let's say I want to give year some 2000, 2005, whatever, and it has to tell if it is a leap year or not. Okay, if it is a leap year or not, and it has to iterate, okay, until we enter a leap year. Okay, so let's say for example the input which I have given is not a leap year for 10 times. It has to iterate until I give the some leap year. Okay, once the output is saying that the given year is a leap year, then it has to stop. Okay, so this we will see using the loop activities. Okay, open our project. So first we'll see this without loop using flowchart. Okay, then we will come back to a sequence where we will use all the loops which we have discussed. Okay, so in flowchart we can do without loops also. First we'll see how to do that. Just giving that. Okay, so I have taken a new flowchart. Go to activities, search box, and search for input dialog box. Okay, take input dialog box. Give the title. We can double click on this input dialog. Sorry, this is display name, right? Okay, let it be. Execute display name as get year. Okay, and untitle within quotations. I'm just giving RPA. Label after quotations, enter year. Enter year. Okay, so this enter year is where we enter the year number. Okay, so this number has to be saved. This number has to be saved, and subsequently we have to create a variable and give the reference here. Now create a variable. Go to click on variables and click on this create variable. Let's say year. Year is the variable name, and give the variable type as integer. Fine. So now I have created. So the scope is within this flowchart. Give the reference of the variable which we have created here in the result. What is that? Here. Now take a decision. Take a decision. Flow decision activity. So instead of loop activity, here we are taking decision activity because it is a flow chart. Okay, so I have taken a flow decision activity. Here we have to give the condition. Here we have to give the condition. So go to properties. Click here in the expression editor. We can give the condition. Excuse me. Sorry guys, bit not well, so had to stop in the middle. Okay, expression editor give you the condition. Fine. So what is the condition which we have to give? The condition is to find out whether the given year is leap or not. So give the variable. So this is the variable, and what is the how to define a condition? How to define a year is leap or not by mod 4 equal to 0. When the given year mod 4 is the end result is 0, then it is a leap year. Okay. So I have given the condition. Now take two message boxes. So this is one message box is to say if it is a leap year, one message box is when it is not leap year. This is a leap year. Okay. This is not a leap year. Okay. Fine. So this is what. So in this we have not used any loop. We have not used any of the loops which we have discussed. So before we go to loop, I want to just show you how we can do instead of loop using loop activities in flowchart. How we can do. Fine. So now that's it. We have given the conditions and the message. Whatever the output we want, that will be displayed through message boxes. Now link. Okay. Now here, what it will do, it will start, take the year, and based on the condition which we have given this flow decision activity, it will check whether the input year which we have given according to the condition, if it is true, it will say it is a leap year. It will say it will say if it is false, if it will say it is not a leap year. But after that, what is our requirement, or until we enter a leap year. So the number which you have given, the year which I have given, is not a leap year. Okay, so here there is no mechanism. Here there is no mechanism to get the new input. Okay, so in order to get the new input, what I have to do, I have to iterate. Okay, so this is only taking 1 year, checking the condition and giving whether it is leap or not. That's it. But according to my requirement, it has to ask until I enter the leap year. So if I have entered first one as not a leap year, then it has to pop up a message box again. It has to pop up a message box again asking a new year to enter, and then again it will check the decision true or false. Okay, so for that, what we have to do is we have to iterate. How to iterate instead of, okay, instead of looping activities? Here this is what we will do. So from message box, okay, so why, so this message box, the message box under false. Okay, from here I have to connect it to get year, that is input dialog box. Why I have to connect from message box to input is, so only it has to go to, it has to iterate when it is not a leap year. So this, when it is false, it is not a leap year, right? So when it is, the entered year is not a leap year, again it has to go back and get the new year. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, link from here. Okay, like this. Okay, so when it executes, if it is falling into this message box and it is saying not a leap year, then again it has to go back and ask for a new year to be entered. Okay, in this way. So it will iterate any number of times. Okay, so now we have to execute. Yeah, before executing, any doubts guys regarding the activity, how it is functioning? Okay, fine. So save it, run. Okay, so it is asking enter a year. Let's say I'm entering 2000. Okay, this is a leap year. This is a leap year. So it will not ask. It will not ask for any further year because it is already a leap year. I will run once again and see what happens if we have not entered a leap year. Now enter again. I have entered 99. This is not a leap year. Click OK. Then again it is asking. I have entered another year. This is also not a leap year. Click OK. Okay. So again, 97. This is also not a leap year. Even this is not a leap year. So in this way, I will enter a leap year. This is a leap year. Now the iteration stop and execution also stop. Fine. So any doubts, guys, in this? Nothing? Okay. So now take a new sequence. Take a new sequence. This is while loop. Okay. So the same use case we will see in a sequence. I have taken a new sequence. Okay. I have given a name called while loop. Take input dialog. Okay. Same thing here. Text. Title is RPA. Enter here. Enter here. Created. So here we are entering the year, right? So the same way, create a variable here. Variable type integer. Okay, and the scope will be within this sequence. Fine. You created a variable. Give the reference here. Here. Now take while loop. While loop. So here see where is while loop. Okay, so we have to see the hierarchy also. It is under control. It is under control statements. Control is nothing but control statements. Under that we have do while and while loop. Okay, so see here, while executes contained activities while a condition is true. Do while executes contained activities first and then loops if a certain condition is true. Okay, so yeah, so someone told, right? So executes contained activities first and then loops if a certain condition is true. I said in a reverse way. Okay, fine. Now take a while. Take a while loop. So here we can give the condition. So we can give the condition here. Here, same condition. So whatever we have done. 0. Fine. Okay, so here we have given the condition. So here in the body we have to give like whatever the message box. So in the previous one we have given two message boxes, right? So after checking the condition we have taken the two message box if it is a leap year or if it is not a leap year. In the same way in here also. Take message box. Here we have to take 2. No, it is not. Okay. So here simply write this is a leap year. Here this is not a leap year. Fine. So we have given the condition. We have given what is the message we have to get once we have entered the year. And where is that? Uh, okay, yeah. Okay. So here we enter the year. Fine. So this is what we have to get. So save it. We have given the reference of the variable, right? I'm entering 2000. This is a leap year. But again, what it is giving is not a leap year. This is a leap year. Oh, there is some condition mismatch in our logic. Okay, so instead of year, the message boxes are getting iterated. Okay, so the first message box and last message box, you have to check this. Okay, so here what happening is, instead of iterating the year, it is iterating in between the message boxes itself, the first message box and the second message box. We have given the condition, and so here we have to give the condition that until the mod. So here we have to give one more condition like this. I will tell you why it is iterating. Okay, so we have to give take here mod. The condition is equal to 4. So mod 4 equal to 0, right? So now what we have to give is mod 4 until 0. That is, what is until 0? When it is getting a leap year, then it has to stop. So this is the condition where we have to stop here. Okay, so we have to stop here. But that is what we say. Yeah, any doubt for you?
Saket,
Yeah.
I think in sequence we should go with the slow flow only, one flow only. I think we cannot go back to the again the any state.
No, we can give. So this is what the condition we have to give. So it has to take the year, and it has to stop the iteration until the mod 4 is 0. That is, meaning is, once it gets the leap year, it has to see this condition and stop. So, but until it has to iterate. I will tell you, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take that tomorrow, guys. So have to, and one more thing, we have to check whether we have the session or session tomorrow or not, on account of Diwali. If from my side, I can take that, no problem. But I will check and let you know. So right now I'm not bit well, so lot of
Sure, Saket.
yeah. So I'm feeling cold, so I'm not able to tell you properly. Okay,
Yeah,
so
no problem.
if there is a session, we will take tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
will get the update from management. Okay, fine, guys. Thank you.